You both said today that you love each other, and I believe it, but I'm trying to tell you, love is not enough for a successful marriage. There's so many other things that go in it. It's not just about you anymore.
Here is today's case.
Paige is a serious shopaholic. She spends everything I earn.
All DeCarlos ever does is complain that I'm spending all of his money.
I'm sick of Paige seeking attention from others while I'm out working, trying to earn a living for our family.
If DeCarlos does not make me and these kids a part of his priority, then this relationship is over.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Faith Jenkins presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Joyner versus Danner.
Thank you, Juan. DeCarlos Joyner.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have brought Paige Danner to court today. The two of you have been in a relationship for 4 years, but you say it's not working out because she is an online shopaholic. And you, in return, ma'am, say that all Mr. Joyner cares about is work and making money.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'll hear from you first, Mr. Joyner. Give me some background on the two of you.
We've been together 5 years. We have 2 children, 2.5 years old. If she doesn't stop spending money the way she does, I'm afraid we'll have no future.
Okay, and what do you have to say about that, ma'am? Are you overspending?
No, I don't overspend.
Well, of course you're going to say that.
I don't think I overspend.
Is he complaining about you overspending?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why is that?
Only because, I don't have anything else to do. I live like in a cornfield. I don't go anywhere. So
You live in a cornfield?
Pretty much. I live in the country. So I'm used to the city life. And so we moved to the country after we had our twins. And that's all that I really have to do. He doesn't take me anywhere. We don't really go out much. And then when I do go out with my own friends, then he's mad that I'm spending money elsewhere and not with him. But he doesn't offer to take me anywhere, so
you're turning to your shopping as a means for entertainment and also
yes, Your Honor.
You're saying it's a hobby of yours.
Right. I just enjoy it.
So when you say you moved, where'd you move from?
Atlanta.
From Atlanta to now you're in Alabama.
Yes.
And you're in a small town in Alabama.
Yes.
Why did you move there?
Here in Atlanta, I only have my brother and she has friends.
So you have family where you moved back to?
Yes, ma'am.
To help with the children?
Yes, ma'am.
They are there, but they don't help as much as I thought before we moved there. Everyone has to work, obviously. And then some of the older family members, they're kind of too old to take care of, younger babies at this age. So it's really mainly me. And I'll go a month or 2 months and no one's, asked to see the kids or want to take, watch the kids or anything like that. So I'm still just watching the kids myself.
So you've not made any friends?
Not really.
And how long have you been in Alabama?
2 years.
2 years? Okay.
Yes.
And what do you think about that, sir?
As far as the friends and interacting with people, she doesn't like to do that as much. So that's one of the reasons why I feel like she doesn't have as many friends there as she could.
She hasn't made friends is what you're saying.
And she doesn't try.
Okay.
She does not try. As far as her spending habits, she spends entirely too much money. That's one of the reasons I'm at work more than I am home.
Well, okay, give me an example of these spending habits you talk about.
As we were pulling out of the driveway, headed here to Atlanta, I decided to check the mailbox before we left, knowing we were going to be gone for a multitude of days. I opened the mailbox, and there's a package in there for her. Sunglasses that she just ordered.
Well, we all need our shades. It's sunny.
She has about 50 pair of shades, and that's because she decided to start her own line of shades.
Okay.
So there, I don't see a need to buy more shades when you sell them.
How is the shade business going? Are you selling any, or you haven't started?
No.
So you're a shade collector with 50 pairs of shades,
but
right?
in my defense, I've started
you're just stocking up the inventory?
Yes.
I'm trying to help you with your argument here.
Ready. I have my inventory ready, but I do not have the website finished all the way. But I do have a lash company as well. But that I have started, and I am doing that.
Yeah.
Let me see the photos you presented to court, sir.
This is a picture of a lot of items that she bought online. And she hadn't wore I'd say probably about 5 sets of the things that I see just piled in the corner, stacked on top of each other.
The reason I buy my clothes is because when I do get a chance to go out of town with my friends, these are the clothes that I'm gonna wear. So I just have stuff ready because I know he's not gonna take me anywhere. So I have the clothes that I wanna wear when I'm going out with my friends, and that's that. But then he'll complain that I do go out
What
of
is this
town.
a photo of?
A lot of makeup equipment that's been pushed to the side that she no longer uses.
Makeup equipment. I love the terminology.
And this is a picture of tons of shoes that she has stacked in closets. She's taken over my spare bedroom closet. She has racks in the hallway because she has no closet space for shoes. So this is just a small piece of her shopping problem.
Okay. So, and you say that you have every other day a package shows up at the house. 3 days ago, a designer bag showed up in the mail, and it was a $1,700 bag.
Yes, ma'am.
New shoes are always popping up.
Always.
And in addition, she purchases a plethora of wigs and loans them out to other family and friends.
That is correct.
Now, I thought you said you didn't have family or friends, so are you running a distribution service through
No,
UPS?
no. The only person I even would let borrow a wig is my mom, for the most part.
Every time her mom comes down, I notice
She has new hair.
Familiar hair on her head, and it's from her, and it never makes its way back home.
Now, when do you say this spending habit of hers started? Did it start after the two of you moved to Alabama?
It got heavy.
It got heavy after you moved
really,
to Alabama.
really heavy once we
So,
moved out.
what do you think the true reason is?
She's always been a popular person amongst her peers. She likes fashion. So I would say some of it is due to, the lifestyle that she did live, but a lot of it is just, seeing something online, oh, I want it. I gotta have it.
Do you want to move?
Yes.
So you're not in agreement that this should be a building phase in Alabama right now? What do you think about this move now that, because she is here saying that she's essentially lonely, she doesn't have friends, she doesn't have her network, she's left all of those things behind.
I would say
and
that's
it's
her being selfish.
Okay.
She's not trying to make friends. She's not trying to tap into exactly why we're there and what we're doing there. We're there to build. I mean, this is not a forever situation, but while we're there, we need to build. How the cost of living and is significantly cheaper than a lot of places that
Right.
we've lived.
And what do you say about that? Do you want to move?
Yes.
So you're not in agreement that this should be a building phase in Alabama right now?
It's fine that it's a building phase. I mean, I understand that you do have to start somewhere to get to where you want to go, but in the midst of it all, it's just like it's a shocker. Well, I guess I'm still trying to just settle in that we moved here and this is it. Like, we're in the country. We only get a few cars that ride by. They're finally building houses in front of us. There's a cornfield right here. There's cows back there. There's rabbits and stuff. And so
So when you order from UPS, you're just trying to see people.
Yeah, like anybody, anything at
Sounds
some
good.
point.
So, sir, are you trying to turn a city girl into a country girl at this point in her life?
Absolutely not. I feel that if we were to move back to Atlanta, say right now, the future that I'm trying to build for us, we wouldn't have it.
What do you do for a living?
I customize vehicles.
And so this is not work that you can do in a larger city? Or a more populated area?
It is, but there I have a business model already built up. I just purchased a convenience store with a family member. So, I have a lot of promising things going on there. And if I can get these things off the ground and get them up and running the way they should be, we would have a beautiful future.
Is there something in between the cornfield and Midtown Atlanta? Some kind of middle ground is what I'm trying to get to.
I don't see it. I don't see it at all.
What do you do for a living?
I work for an insurance company. But I work from home now, so it's even more like I don't really meet anybody.
Is it the same job that you have in Atlanta, but you do it from home?
No. It's a job that I started here probably a year ago now. And it was really kind of my first job that I got since I've been in Huntsville. And so I just started meeting people kind of at work. I really didn't know him, too well, but just meeting people and stuff and hanging out. He even got mad that I didn't want to come home because I wasn't going to come home to nothing but, the kids and him probably playing video games, or he has to run out when I do get home. And so I got invited to go eat or have drinks or whatever after work, and people decided not to come. So I ended up, one guy stayed, he was there when I got there or whatever, and he was like, well, we can just sit at the bar and have drinks or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's pretty harmless. It's just drinks. And what else I'm about to do? Go home? I decided to stay, and someone that he knows in his town saw me there. And
there are only 10 people in the town. You didn't think it was going to get back to him?
Excuse me,
No, and I didn't even mind. As soon as someone told him or whatever.
Oh, you said you weren't hiding anything?
No, I was sitting right at the door, kind of.
So what do you think was going on, sir?
She was out with another man, enjoying his company, while I was more likely working.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Miss the show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content.
One day I get a call from a family friend, and they asked me if I was still with her. Yeah, why, what's going on? Everything all right? Well, I don't want to be messy or anything, but I seen her
Hold on a second. Yeah, when somebody starts the conversation off with, I don't want to be messy or anything, you about to hear some mess.
Right.
Right. Well, I'm glad she did get a little messy because I need to hear it.
What did they tell you?
They told me that they seen her at the bar with a gentleman, and it was not as she's trying to put it, everybody canceled out and we were only two there and we decided to get drinks. She said it was more of a somewhat intimate setting. They were sitting close to each other, kikiing, laughing.
Kikiing?
The vibe she said they were giving off was that this wasn't the first time that they've been somewhere together.
Who is this person? Did you find out who the person is?
Never met him. I asked her to pull. She said it was a guy at work. Pull him up on social media. Let me see what he looked like. She never did that. And as for the friends who canceled, never met him. All of a sudden, one of the friends.
Been to the house.
Hold on a second,
one of the friends that was supposedly always going with her, they got into a little spat and was no longer friends.
So what do you think was going on, sir?
She was out with another man, enjoying his company, while I was more likely working.
Were you doing that?
No, I was not doing that, Your Honor.
Well, it's okay. You know what? You can be honest. This is the room where we are all about the truth.
I know, I understand, Your Honor, but like I stated, I don't get much attention at home.
And that's the truth. That's the truth, right? That's what ends up happening. You say he works all the time. He's gone all the time. That work is his priority. Building the empire is the priority. Moved you out to the cornfield.
Right.
So it's just you, the two kids, and UPS.
Right. And
coming every other day. And so when someone else gave you some attention, you took it because that's what you felt you needed at the time, attention. And you feel like you weren't getting it from home. And so I understand you don't feel like you ever crossed the line. It was just innocent to get some attention.
She definitely crossed the line.
Of course, there are only so many of y'all in the area.
Right.
And he didn't know about it. And that's what the issue is. He has to hear about it from his cousin.
What if I didn't hear about it? Like I said, this was a situation.
So how did you resolve it, sir? How did you resolve it?
To me, it just got buried. It got buried.
So it hasn't been resolved?
No, because...
Or is there an issue of trust now?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand why she is saying she is starved for attention given the circumstances? Do you understand that? I know you said you're trying to build an empire, but now let's talk about her. Just human contact in general. She wants to see other people in life form. Do you understand that?
I do. I get it. But,
So do the two of you go out on dates? Do you take her out?
No, not since the pandemic. We're in the middle of a pandemic.
Well, okay, so do you get creative and so not just going out, but do you
Exactly.
get creative and have moments of one-on-one time with her and
I
take
feel-
time away from work?
Not as much as I used to.
Okay.
And I feel that way because
Because you're working. You're
not
focused
only
on
that,
work.
but I've tried. I've tried to have one-on-one times and you know, create that intimate setting and you
And
know
what's
where we
happening?
just sit around. She blows me off. Literally, she blows me off. With
So
such-
you're saying she wants to be at home with her and the kids and isolated with nothing to do but
she
shop.
acts like she wants to be isolated because
I
she
don't know
doesn't-
about that,
She
sir.
doesn't want to get out and meet new people.
I don't, but I'm not asking you about meeting new people. I'm talking about time with just the two of you. I think that you may be upset that having to take time for this relationship may be interfering with your business and your work plans,
No,
so it's not happening.
Ask
now,
her how many trips
what
I've sent her on in the last 2 years.
you've sent her on?
Yes.
But see, and
So
then
she-
he'll get,
so-
he's
so
mad
you're not
when I
there?
come back. Right, he's mad when I
She
get back.
prefers to
though.
go on those trips with her girlfriends.
So here's what we're finding. Both of you are retreating to the world that you want to be in. Both of you are retreating to a place of solace for you. Yours is online shopping and yours is work. And that's why you're here, because there must be some compromise. People think when you experience grief, it's about losing someone, or or even a pet, because people think their pets are people. People experience grief when they have to move from an environment and everything they've ever known, their social networks, their friends, their families, and they are completely removed from all of those things. And now they're in a place where they don't know anyone, and you say, well, she's not trying hard enough, but she's having to start over. So there's been a grief period because she feels completely isolated. I understand you are ambitious, and I appreciate the ambition. But with that ambition, when you have family, there must be compromise, because there must be time for the family that you have chosen to have, the children you've chosen to have. And then on your side, I just ask you to also think about the spending and what can you do, whether it's taking a weekend trip, because since money is not an issue in the relationship, since you have money to buy $1,700 purses, although we are not going anywhere these days, if money is not an issue, then it's time to get a babysitter. You think that building this empire is showing love because you will be able to provide for your family in terms of money. She's telling you that's not the way she wants to be loved right now. And the love languages is about learning and hearing how another person says they want to be loved. It's not about the way you want to love them, because you want to love by being a provider. But she's saying that love, the love that she wants to receive it. It's quality time for her. And that's what the two of you have to understand here. I wish both of you well. Good luck.
Thank you.
Her verdict was pretty much spot on. If we both compromise in the things we love, I think it will bring us closer, but it's gonna take support from each of us.
On my end, I guess stop spending so much, retaining to buying all this stuff just so that I can feel like something or feel like I'm doing something out of life. If this is what it's gonna be, I'm not doing another 4 years of this. So we got a lot to work on.